specifically. Who would like to ask? What I normally do is when you don't volunteer, I volunteer you. Okay? And you don't want me to catch you unaware. So anyone wants to share? Why? What is the reason? Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. That's why I'm here. You want to be a teacher. Who thinks they can be more truthful? More truthful than he has been? What is your motivation?
For me, my motivation was I had an agriculture teacher in my secondary school. Is where I took the interest.
I still need to move around. I want someone, the most practical person, to give me the most realistic reason why they are doing this course. I want balance. Can you clap for this gentleman here? What is your name, sir? Can you clap for him? Again, I'm not continuing if you don't clap enough. Please continue until I tell you to stop. Now, the reason we are here, these things of I want to be a professional, I was inspired by so and so, we want to make money. Raise your hand if you agree with me. Mine is up. So that you can get something. Go ahead and get promoted. Right, wrong? Hey, now I want us to start from that angle, losing the pretense. Eh? I want to help the younger generation, you want to help yourself first. To make the what? And when you get the money, life gets what? Gets better. And I want to speak to us as realistically as possible. Now, an event like this helps us along that line. The professional side, I know you have seen, you have participated, but now we want to look at you as an individual. How do you make yourself more marketable? How do you make yourself unique? So that when we are looking for someone, we say, this is the one we are going with. Are we together? And that is the purpose of my slide. A more successful instructor. I know, even in those institutions where you work, you may find you're teaching the same load and you are getting half the salary for someone who is teaching elsewhere. You realize these people come to part-time, come over the weekend. Sometimes they earn more than us who sit in the college until we even eat supper at the college. But at the end, someone who comes in, once in a while they earn more. And they go to about 5 colleges. And you have instructors who have no jobs. Right or wrong? So how do you package yourself to reach there? The professional side can be there, but I want to speak about the personal side. What do you need to do? And that's why I would like to share these 2 slides with you. And I'll rush through them. One is about self-awareness. This young man here is carrying a dog to school. For the simple reason that the teacher told him to write an essay about, and the teacher scored him 5 out of 50. And what is the title of the presentation, of the essay? My dog. Now, as a teacher, how can you know about my dog more than me, the owner? So this man decides to carry the dog to school to prove to the teacher, I wrote about this dog, it is my dog, I know it very well, look at it. Do you know yourself? Do you know your strengths? Do you know your weaknesses? Knowing your weaknesses is a good way to improve yourself. If you know you are short-tempered, you avoid those situations. You know when they tell you something bad, you snap. Your snap is very close to you. Then, once you are aware, self you know you're good at communication, you know when to use those skills very well. That is self can do, and the things that you cannot do very well. You even know when to call. And then there is that. I don't know how many of us have been. You can make money. How many of us have been there? Especially when the career is starting out, you are ready in the room and rent is due. And during the course of the term. Okay? Now, this one is about the fact that we need to prepare ourselves. Okay? We need to prepare ourselves. At a personal level, as an instructor, you should be an inspiration. Together. And this also comes to us and the way we present ourselves. When they see you, do they like what they are seeing? Okay? Be an instructor and you're wearing a shirt and 2 or 3 buttons are missing. And you're teaching people's children. Okay? And now somebody will stand up and say, but it is not the buttons that teach. You need to be somebody that is well polished. The shoes are clean, your beard is well kept, the hair is in the right place, and you're smartly dressed. Not necessarily expensively dressed. People judge us and they weigh us according to the way they see us. Right or wrong? You come for an interview and they say, there's no way you can pay this guy 800. Right? He doesn't deserve it. Then sometimes you go and they say, you cannot mention 500 to this kind of person. It has to be high. He will not even listen. Are we together? So, how do you package yourself? That these situations can also happen. Now, there is that. I would encourage you to read about the 21st century skills. And they are quite many. We may not have the time to go through all of them. But we have things like critical thinking. Before you make a decision, do you take some time to think what are the consequences of this decision? Yes? What will happen? What are the benefits? What are the what? Don't wake up and resign before you have worked out exactly where you're going. It is committing suicide. Are we together? When you know they are the ones who are going to write your appraisal at the end, you will be in trouble. Okay? There is creativity, collaboration, communication. And because we are talking about self, I want to talk about communication. How do you speak to your learners? How do you speak to your supervisors? Okay? And communication can be by way of talking or someone can abuse you without saying a single word. Right or wrong? Someone can insult you without saying a single word. You tell them something and they do this. You have already seen they don't believe in what you're saying. Okay? So, that communication, how does it come out? But also, what we say about ourselves, these days there is social media. We are on WhatsApp, we are on Facebook, but what message do you post there? You are also packaging yourself. What do you get? If it is every weekend, you are holding a big bottle of beer and you say, to see day. Tuja, every weekend. And these days, when you apply for a certain position, they do a background check. What kind of person is this? And they go to your social media pages and check. And they find what you're posting there does not reflect a true educator. You will lose out on an opportunity. Okay? If you're on social media, please use your name. Both names. Yeah? If you are Achen Mole, it should read Achen Mole. Not Amazing Mole. Because when you are looking for Achen Mole, we shall not find her. And social media is there for us to do what? To find you. If we have an opportunity for you. Okay? We have talked about creativity, media, literacy skills, okay? Including the internet. What do we use the internet for? I've had students come to my inbox and say, can you send me some scholarship links? And they are on WhatsApp. Meaning technologically, they know what to do. And somebody that can, if you went to the internet and at an event, you will find that information there with a video to guide. How to plait hair, you will find it there. How to construct a storied building, you will find information there. Okay? Even when things fail, but what do we use the internet for? So that means as an instructor, you also have to package yourself that the way you deliver a certain unit is different from the way other people do it. You take time to think, you put in extra material. Are we together? And here for long, I think I need to move, I have so many demands. I think we need to continue with. But for some people, the moment you say, that God, we're just fearing to ask. Okay? Now, this is also about, this I just took a screenshot from Facebook. Listen to let me know. I will hand up anytime. I copied this from Facebook. Someone was asked, they know to protect themselves at the workplace. People will tell you contract, have a contract. They will tell you have a government job. Know the law, have a lawyer. And the best answer there is, and it was posted, you just do a good job and you'll be protected. Nothing will protect you from being so pathetic at your job. If you are bad at your job, it doesn't matter how long your contract is. Because the primary relevance, what value do you add? These days there are so many comments. Me, I don't come from the right. Like this. There are people who come from the wrong regions, but they have stayed in positions. What they do. Right or wrong? So people give excuses because I don't come from this place, because the length of my nose is not like this, because the color of my skin is not like. No. Look into yourself. What value do you add? When you are not there, do people realize that you are actually not there? If you spend a whole week sick and you have not come to the college, do people realize you are not there? Yes, no. If they don't realize and you find somebody and they are not even saying, what happened last week? And they continue as if you have been there all along, then you know your value is not there. We would mention there can be very many of them in the different pick up those unique communication to make.
No, the network of Airtel.
I
try MTN, it's totally done. I tried MTN.
You may also use the internet.
Here it's not working, but Airtel at least. MTN is breaking totally.
I'll have to cut this.
I tried MTN because I put that on to the line.
Help us to get this, and I wish you that we have reached there or even exceed what they have achieved. We need to know what they want to adopt, and so I wish you the best. And here, through the
there will be breakthrough. I know we shall re-energize so that we're able to gain more for energy. Even lunch is there. And a few things here and there before they actually come. Let's utilize this. One was PhD doctor. This was for one of the panelists also. This education from that you from the lowest, the unconventional advanced craft certificate, part 1, part 2, and you keep on following those levels until you achieve the level of being a doctor. Just imagine that kind of tenacity. No experience, eh? So you have to appreciate the value. So that gentleman will come. I also have a doctor in one of my guest speakers, and Dr. Okelo Collins from the Faculty of Agriculture, the Dean of that faculty. If you also don't like reading a lot, take down this article that you can be able to. Applications of drones and image in field and field phenotyping. And image analytics, application of drones and image analytics in field phenotyping. You put the colon and then you continue. A potential breakthrough in Uganda's agricultural research. 15 years of teaching experience, is a senior lecturer at the Department of. I also have one of the panelists in fashion and design. That's why I was telling you, cotton. The people in the electrical operated machines which run the cotton. So the labor will operate that. Then when it comes as a final product, the people in fashion and design make for us the clothes that we are wearing. You see how all this. Somebody who is still outside, please give them a call, tap on them, let them come here so that. This other gentleman in fashion has a Master's of Art in commercial, industrial art design. He is currently an acting deputy principal of Pajule Technical School. Those of you who know Pajule. Put their name is Pajule. Okay. I also have a world of work actor. You have been integrating the world of work actors in your to be able to make as much money as possible. A lady by the name of Immaculate Apollo, I think if you have to Uganda that time during COVID, second best found. So she's going to give us an inspiring story.